My sister accused me of sabotaging her wedding after I stood up for her best friend 3 weeks later. Her husband revealed a disturbing truth. I'm Rachel, 27, and I'm grappling with whether I was wrong for confronting my sister, Lauren, 31, at her wedding. This ordeal has fractured our family, and I'm questioning if my actions escalated the situation. Lauren and her best friend, Sophie, 32, have been inseparable since they were 7, meeting in 2nd grade when Sophie moved to our area. Lauren was the first to befriend her, and from then on they were like sisters. They shared countless sleepovers, swapped clothes, attended the same college, and even worked together at a restaurant chain. Our family embraced Sophie as one of our own. She joined every vacation, birthday, and holiday celebration. Growing up, Lauren and Sophie vowed to be each other's maid of honor, a promise they revisited often in high school and college, even curating a scrapbook dubbed their wedding Bible, filled with magazine clippings of bridesmaid dresses. Our mom often teased that she was planning 2 weddings because Sophie was so involved in Lauren's dreams. Sophie, a fashion blogger with 50,000 Instagram followers, has a vibrant, bold style, favoring vintage designer pieces and bright hues, always looking like she stepped out of a photo shoot. Lauren, an accountant, prefers understated business casual attire. Despite their contrasting styles, they never clashed. Lauren admired Sophie's confidence and flair. 3 years ago, Lauren began dating Adam, 33, a high school teacher and coach introduced through a mutual friend. He was reserved but pleasant around our family. Lauren fell hard for him, moving in together after 8 months and soon talking marriage. Adam proposed 2 years later, just before the pandemic. That's when things shifted. Once engaged, Lauren's demeanor towards Sophie changed dramatically. She stopped inviting Sophie to family gatherings, dodged her plans, and avoided events where Sophie would be. At first, my mom and I thought it was wedding stress, but the distance grew. The tipping point came when Lauren announced her wedding party, naming me maid of honor instead of Sophie, who wasn't even a bridesmaid. Lauren chose 4 others, including distant cousins and a new coworker, over her lifelong friend. When I questioned her, she dismissed it, claiming Sophie was too busy with her blog for bridesmaid duties, an excuse that didn't hold up, as Sophie had been eager to help with everything from dress shopping to venue selection. When pressed, Lauren snapped that it was her choice. Our mom also raised concerns, noting Sophie's 24-year place in our family, but Lauren insisted people drift apart and Sophie would understand. I reached out to Sophie, who was devastated but trying to stay strong. She said Lauren had been distant for months, ignoring texts and canceling plans without explanation. She was hurt but didn't want to stir drama. The wedding, set for last October at a charming outdoor venue with a rustic vibe, approached amid family tension. Lauren went dress shopping with only me and our mom, despite always wanting Sophie there. She chose a classic elegant gown with lace sleeves, fitting her reserved style. Our dad kept asking why Sophie wasn't in the wedding, but Lauren deflected. Our mom, upset, tried to keep peace, while I juggled supporting Lauren and my friendship with Sophie. The week before the wedding, Lauren grew visibly anxious, snapping during rehearsal dinner prep and seeming off during the ceremony walkthrough. I chalked it up to nerves, but her behavior hinted at something deeper. On the wedding day, the venue was stunning, the weather perfect, and Lauren radiant in her dress. The ceremony went smoothly, but at the reception, Lauren's mood soured. She kept scanning the crowd, her expression tense. Sophie arrived in a navy blue wrap dress, knee-length and tasteful, paired with nude heels and minimal jewelry, restrained compared to her usual bold looks. Other guests and bridesmaids wore similar styles, yet when Lauren saw Sophie, she stiffened and whispered furiously to Adam. Throughout the reception, Lauren glared at Sophie, creating an uneasy atmosphere. Our mom tried to redirect her focus, but Lauren's fixation grew. During dinner, she made snide remarks about inappropriate attire loud enough for Sophie to hear, implying some guests disrespected the occasion. It was excruciating, especially since Sophie's outfit was unremarkable. After the cake cutting, Lauren confronted Sophie, shouting that she disrespected marriage and was stealing the spotlight. Sophie, stunned, tried to apologize despite doing nothing wrong. That's when I intervened. I told Lauren she was being unfair, that Sophie's dress was appropriate, and that after 24 years of friendship, Lauren knew Sophie's style. I said if she had an issue, she should have included Sophie in the wedding party or communicated her expectations earlier. I accused her of seeking a reason to be mad, calling her behavior embarrassing. Lauren erupted, screaming in front of everyone that I was a terrible sister, ruining her day by siding with Sophie over family. The argument escalated until Adam stepped in. Lauren stormed to the bridal suite, and the reception's mood tanked. Guests left early, and our dad scolded me for causing a scene, insisting I should have supported Lauren. Our mom, torn, wanted it all to end. Adam later found me, saying Lauren was having a meltdown and wouldn't return to the reception. He asked me to talk to her, but I refused, saying she owed Sophie an apology. The event ended awkwardly, with Lauren absent and most guests leaving without farewells. Sophie left after the argument, and we haven't spoken since. Lauren has since given me the silent treatment, telling everyone I ruined her wedding. Our dad sides with her, saying I should have stayed quiet, while our mom thinks Lauren mistreated Sophie but is stuck in the middle. I keep replaying the night, wondering if I should have let Lauren and Sophie sort it out. Watching Lauren humiliate her lifelong friend over a harmless dress felt wrong, but the fallout has me second-guessing. Lauren's reaction seemed excessive, as if she was itching to push Sophie away, using the dress as an excuse. Was I wrong to call her out at her wedding? Should I have stayed silent and let her treat Sophie however she wanted? The family rift is tearing me apart, and I'm unsure if I made the right call. 3 weeks post-wedding, the situation has spiraled. The day after the wedding, Lauren texted me, calling me selfish for ruining her big day and vowing never to speak to me again. Our dad sent a lengthy message, disappointed in me and demanding an apology. Our mom, while disapproving of my approach, understood my frustration. I gave everyone space, hoping Lauren would see her overreaction, but she didn't. Instead, she posted cryptic social media rants about disloyal family, unfriended me, and blocked my number. Our dad urged me to apologize, citing Lauren's wedding stress, but I stood firm, believing I was right. Our mom, frustrated, tried to get Lauren to explain her issue with Sophie, but Lauren shut her down. I ran into Sophie at the grocery store. She looked exhausted, thanked me for defending her, but wished it hadn't happened. She'd been analyzing old texts and posts, trying to pinpoint when Lauren turned on her, noting the shift began with Lauren's engagement. Sophie had supported Lauren's relationship with Adam, even helping with the engagement party, and was baffled by the hostility. I had no answers. Then Adam called, sounding distressed, and asked to meet for coffee. Hesitant but curious, I agreed. He looked worn out and said he and Lauren had been fighting non-stop since the wedding. He revealed something shocking. Lauren had been lying about Sophie for months, claiming she was inappropriate with Adam at the engagement party and had been trying to seduce him since. She alleged Sophie sent flirty messages and stalked him, but Adam denied it all, saying he barely knew Sophie and had no such interactions. When he challenged Lauren's claims, she accused him of being naive and said Sophie was manipulating him. Adam explained that the dress incident was Lauren's excuse to cut Sophie off for good, fueled by her belief that Sophie was after him. He investigated, checking phone records and social media, finding no evidence of Sophie's alleged behavior. Friends at the engagement party also saw nothing inappropriate. When he presented this to Lauren, she had a meltdown, accusing him of siding with Sophie and claiming she deleted evidence. She demanded he cut off friends who defended Sophie, isolating him. Adam suggested counseling, but Lauren refused, insisting everyone else was the problem, including me, whom she believed was conspiring with Sophie. He apologized for not speaking up sooner, hoping Lauren would see reason, but her paranoia was straining their marriage. I told him I couldn't advise on their marriage but was worried about Lauren's mental state. She didn't seem like the sister I knew. Adam planned to confront her with evidence one last time, warning that her refusal to face reality could end their marriage. He advised against me talking to her, as it might reinforce her paranoia. I shared this with our mom, who was stunned but said it explained Lauren's odd comments and paranoia about Adam. She planned to urge Lauren to seek help but doubted she'd listen, as Lauren refused to admit fault. I haven't heard from Lauren, and I suspect she knows about my talk with Adam. This has left me questioning everything about my sister and what signs I might have missed. 2 months later, the situation has exploded. After my talk with Adam, he tried reasoning with Lauren, carefully addressing her accusations about Sophie. She doubled down, claiming Sophie flirted at the engagement party by complimenting Adam's tie and asking about his job, innocent actions she twisted. She said Sophie drove by their house often, impossible since Sophie lived far away, and claimed Sophie liked Adam's social media posts suggestively, though no such likes existed. When Adam showed proof, Lauren insisted Sophie erased evidence or that he was manipulated. She accused him of choosing Sophie and demanded he cut off me, our mom, and friends who defended Sophie. Adam refused, saying he couldn't isolate himself over false claims, and suggested a break for her to get help. Lauren accused him of an affair with Sophie, demanding his phone and calling him a cheater when he refused. She threatened to ruin his reputation and career, claiming he and Sophie were conspiring. Adam, realizing the marriage was untenable, told her he wanted a separation. Lauren went ballistic, throwing things and vowing never to divorce. She left to stay with our parents, telling them Adam was manipulated by Sophie. Our dad berated Adam while our mom, skeptical, called me. I shared Adam's revelations. Our mom investigated, confirming with Sophie and engagement party guests that no inappropriate behavior occurred. She confronted Lauren with this, urging her to apologize and seek help. Lauren accused our mom of being manipulated, claiming she favored Sophie and was jealous of her marriage. Our mom, fed up, told Lauren her delusions were ruining her relationships and she needed help. Lauren stormed out, accusing the family of toxicity, and returned to Adam, demanding he choose her over everyone. When he refused, she escalated her accusations, and he left, filing for divorce. Lauren began a smear campaign, posting online about family betrayal and contacting Adam's friends and coworkers, alleging his infidelity with Sophie. She harassed Sophie with messages, blaming her for the marriage's collapse. Our dad initially supported Lauren, urging Adam to reconcile, but our mom and I refused to back her false narrative. The family is shattered, and Sophie is considering moving away to escape Lauren's harassment. Lauren remains convinced she's the victim, blind to how her actions destroyed her marriage, family ties, and friendship. 6 months after divorce, filing Lauren's behavior worsened, leading to a grim resolution. She launched a social media campaign, posting rants and manipulated screenshots to paint us as conspirators. She harassed Adam at his workplace, accusing him of cheating, and followed him, claiming to gather evidence. He secured a restraining order after she broke into his apartment. This finally woke our dad, who cut off support. Lauren's harassment of Sophie intensified, driving by her apartment, leaving threatening notes and spreading rumors online and in her professional circle. Sophie got a restraining order after Lauren caused a scene at her workplace, accusing her of homewrecking. Our mom, done enabling Lauren, cut contact, telling her to get help or lose everyone. Lauren accused her of abandonment and jealousy. In the divorce proceedings, Lauren fought for alimony and assets, using her baseless accusations. Her lawyer dropped her due to her erratic behavior and lack of evidence. Representing herself, she presented a chaotic case, alleging a conspiracy with no proof. The judge, frustrated, granted Adam the divorce, most assets, and ordered Lauren to pay legal fees, citing her harassment. Lauren had a courtroom outburst, accusing the judge of corruption, and was escorted out. Afterward, Lauren vanished from social media and contact. Evicted from their shared home, she now lives in a small apartment and works retail. Our family is broken, and Sophie is still reeling. Lauren's refusal to face reality cost her everything, and I'm left wondering if we'll ever reconcile after seeing this unrecognizable side of her. Thank you for watching my story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Stay tuned for more real-life stories, get more experiences.